Have you ever woken up with an aching back and wondered, what the hell did I do to deserve this? Well, what if I told you that your daily alone time might be the reason? Yeah, it sounds crazy, but some men swear they've noticed strange changes in their backs after years of frequent masturbation. Could there be a hidden connection between self-pleasure and back health? Is your favorite stress reliever actually messing with your posture, muscles, or even your spine? Stick around because what you're about to hear might just change the way you think about your daily habits. Masturbation is a natural part of life, something nearly every man experiences, yet most never stop to think about what's happening inside their body when they do it. It's not just a quick release, it triggers a series of powerful reactions in the nervous system, muscles, and hormones, all working together in ways that can have both short-term and long-term effects. Some of these changes are well known, like the temporary feeling of relaxation after orgasm, but others, like how frequent masturbation could be linked to back health, aren't discussed as often. When arousal kicks in, the body immediately starts a chain reaction. A surge of dopamine floods the brain, lighting up pleasure centers and reinforcing the habit. This chemical is responsible for that wave of satisfaction, but it also plays a role in muscle control, motivation, and even posture. Alongside dopamine, oxytocin is released, a hormone associated with bonding and stress relief. It relaxes the body, lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and contributes to the sense of calm that follows ejaculation. But the most debated hormone in this whole process is testosterone. Many believe that frequent ejaculation drains testosterone levels, leading to fatigue, muscle weakness, and even posture problems over time. While science is still debating how much of an impact this really has, there's no denying that hormones like testosterone and its powerful derivative, DHT, influence muscle tone, strength, and even spinal stability. But hormones are just one piece of the puzzle. Masturbation isn't just a mental or chemical experience, it's physical too. A crucial but overlooked aspect is the role of the pelvic floor muscles, a network of fibers that contract powerfully during orgasm to push out semen. These muscles are deeply connected to the lower back and core, providing stability and strength to the entire midsection. Frequent ejaculation forces them into repeated contractions, which some believe could lead to overuse or even tension buildup in the pelvic region. Over time, this could manifest as lower back discomfort, tightness, or even misalignment issues. On the other hand, there's also the question of how posture during masturbation affects spinal health. Many men aren't paying attention to how they position themselves during these moments. Hunched over in a chair, slumped over a desk, lying down in an awkward position, these habits might not seem like a big deal in the moment, but over time, repeated poor posture could lead to subtle shifts in spinal alignment, muscle strain, and even chronic pain. Add to that the fact that many men masturbate while looking at screens, often craning their necks forward, and it's easy to see how poor posture habits might be reinforced without even realizing it. Another surprising factor that ties back health to masturbation is nervous system fatigue. The autonomic nervous system is responsible for regulating involuntary functions like heart rate, digestion, and muscle tension. Every time a man masturbates, the sympathetic nervous system, which controls excitement and arousal, ramps up, only to be followed by the parasympathetic nervous system taking over during the relaxation phase. While this process is normal, excessive masturbation may overstimulate these systems, leaving some men feeling physically drained or experiencing muscular tightness, especially in the lower back. Some even report a sense of weakness or heaviness in their spine after frequent ejaculation, although the exact mechanisms behind this are still not well understood. So, what does all this mean? It means that while masturbation itself isn't inherently harmful, how often, how intensely, and even how it's done could have subtle effects on the body, especially in areas like the back. Whether it's due to hormonal fluctuations, muscle tension, nervous system fatigue, or posture habits, there are real reasons why some men might experience unexpected discomfort. Understanding these effects isn't about fear-mongering or telling anyone to stop, but about awareness. Paying attention to these small details, adjusting posture, and practicing moderation could be key to keeping the body, including the back, in good shape. The back is one of the most complex and essential structures in the human body. It supports posture, movement, and even breathing. Yet many people don't think about how their daily habits might be affecting it until they start feeling discomfort or pain, whether it's poor posture, muscle tension, or underlying health conditions. Back issues are extremely common in men, and they can be influenced by everything from the way we sit, sleep, and exercise to the way we handle stress and even our sexual habits. That's right, some experts believe that frequent masturbation might have an unexpected connection to back health. And to understand why, we first need to break down how the back works and what can go wrong. At its core, the back is made up of three key components: the spine, the muscles, and the nervous system. The spine itself consists of vertebrae, stacked like building blocks with cushioning discs in between to absorb shock. It's designed to be flexible yet strong, allowing movement while protecting the spinal cord. Running along the spine are dozens of muscles, from the trapezius in the upper back to the erector spinae in the lower back, all working together to keep the body upright and moving properly. Beneath it all, the nervous system runs through the spinal cord, sending signals between the brain and the rest of the body, controlling movement, pain responses, and even muscle contractions during orgasm. Given how interconnected the back is with the rest of the body, it's no surprise that bad habits can lead to discomfort over time. One of the most common back problems in men is postural dysfunction, which happens when the natural curves of the spine are thrown out of balance. This can result from spending too much time hunched over a desk, slouching while using a phone, or even sleeping in awkward positions. Over time, this leads to muscle imbalances, where some muscles become too tight while others weaken. The lower back in particular is vulnerable to this type of strain, and if left unchecked, it can cause chronic discomfort, stiffness, and even nerve compressions. Another major issue is muscle tension and fatigue. When muscles are overused or held in a contracted state for too long, they can become stiff and painful. This is why people who sit all day often feel tightness in their lower back. It's not necessarily an injury, but a buildup of tension from staying in one position for too long. Interestingly, some men report similar lower back tightness after frequent ejaculation, leading to speculation that the repeated contraction of pelvic muscles might be contributing to muscle fatigue in that area. The pelvic floor muscles, which are responsible for controlling ejaculation and supporting the lower spine, play a crucial role in back stability. If they become overly tight or weak due to frequent use without proper recovery, it could lead to discomfort in the lower back and hips. Nerve-related back problems are another factor to consider. The lower back houses the sciatic nerve, the longest nerve in the body, which runs down through the legs and controls sensations in the lower half of the body. If this nerve gets compressed or irritated, it can cause shooting pain, numbness, or weakness, a condition known as sciatica. While there's no direct evidence linking masturbation to sciatic nerve issues, some theories suggest that repeated strain on the pelvic and lower back muscles could contribute to increased tension in this area, indirectly aggravating nerve pathways. Interestingly, there's also the role of hormonal shifts and their impact on back health. Hormones like testosterone and cortisol influence muscle strength, recovery, and even inflammation levels in the body. Some researchers believe that frequent ejaculation might cause short-term hormonal fluctuations, which could, in theory, affect muscle recovery and pain sensitivity. If testosterone levels dip temporarily after orgasm and cortisol levels increase due to stress or exhaustion, it could create a scenario where muscles take longer to recover from daily strain. This doesn't necessarily mean masturbation is bad for the back, but it does suggest that excessive frequency combined with other risk factors like poor posture, stress, or lack of exercise could contribute to discomfort. The takeaway from all this is simple. The back is a highly sensitive and interconnected system, and while masturbation alone isn't likely to cause major back issues, the way it interacts with posture, muscle tension, nervous system fatigue, and hormonal shifts could play a role in how men experience back discomfort. Keeping the back strong and healthy isn't just about avoiding injuries. It's about paying attention to daily habits, correcting posture, and making sure the body is getting proper recovery time. Whether or not masturbation has a direct impact on back health, what's clear is that maintaining good physical habits can make a huge difference in preventing pain and discomfort over time. Masturbation triggers a cascade of hormonal responses that influence the entire body, including the nervous system, muscles, and even how we perceive pain and discomfort. While many people assume that its effects are limited to short-term pleasure and relaxation, some researchers and anecdotal reports suggest that frequent ejaculation may contribute to hormonal imbalances that could have subtle consequences on muscle tone, back strength, and recovery. One of the most debated claims revolves around testosterone fluctuations and whether or not frequent masturbation can lead to weakened muscles and an increased risk of back discomfort. Testosterone is a key hormone that plays a significant role in muscle development, bone density, and overall energy levels. Some believe that excessive ejaculation can cause a temporary drop in testosterone levels, leading to fatigue, muscle weakness, and slower recovery times. This idea is rooted in the belief that frequent ejaculation depletes the body of certain nutrients and energy reserves that are essential for maintaining physical strength. While there is some evidence that short-term hormonal fluctuations occur after ejaculation, studies have yet to prove that masturbation has any long-term negative effects on testosterone levels. For example, research published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine examined hormonal responses to masturbation and found minimal impact on free testosterone levels, suggesting that while brief hormonal shifts may occur, they are unlikely to cause lasting physical changes. Another study found that testosterone levels tend to rebound quickly after ejaculation, meaning that any temporary dips wouldn't have a significant impact on muscle strength or back health. In contrast, prolonged abstinence has been shown to increase testosterone levels, leading some to speculate that daily ejaculation may prevent the body from reaching its full muscle-building potential. However, these claims are not universally supported by scientific evidence, and testosterone levels fluctuate naturally throughout the day, regardless of masturbation habits. Beyond testosterone, other hormonal changes associated with frequent ejaculation might contribute to physical discomfort. One theory suggests that excessive ejaculation leads to an increase in prostaglandin E2, an inflammatory hormone linked to muscle soreness, fatigue, and pain sensitivity. Some believe that chronically elevated prostaglandin levels could contribute to persistent lower back tension, particularly in men who masturbate multiple times a day. However, this theory remains speculative, as no conclusive studies have confirmed a direct relationship between prostaglandins and back pain due to frequent ejaculation. Another key hormone involved in this discussion is dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and motivation. Each time a man masturbates, dopamine levels spike before quickly dropping after orgasm. This sudden drop can lead to temporary fatigue, mental fogginess, and even physical sluggishness, which might contribute to poor posture and muscle weakness over time. Some researchers have theorized that constant stimulation of the brain's reward system could lead to dopamine desensitization, making it harder for the body to recover energy after repeated sessions. If this is the case, habitual masturbation combined with other lifestyle factors like poor diet, lack of exercise, or sleep deprivation could contribute to an overall feeling of exhaustion, potentially affecting posture and spinal support. Beyond hormones, nutrient depletion is another factor worth considering. Semen contains zinc, magnesium, calcium, and other trace minerals, which are essential for muscle function and recovery. Some believe that frequent ejaculation depletes these reserves, leading to weaker muscles and slower recovery times. While the actual nutrient loss per ejaculation is relatively small, those who engage in daily or excessive masturbation without replenishing these nutrients through diet might experience subtle declines in physical performance over time. However, it's important to note that nutrient depletion due to masturbation is unlikely to cause significant muscle weakness or back pain unless combined with poor nutrition and other contributing factors. One often overlooked connection between masturbation and back health is cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone. While masturbation is known to reduce stress in the short term by releasing oxytocin and endorphins, some argue that excessive ejaculation could raise baseline cortisol levels, leading to increased muscle tension and inflammation. High cortisol levels are known to contribute to chronic muscle tightness, fatigue, and even lower back discomfort, which might explain why some men report feeling physically drained after frequent masturbation. If cortisol remains elevated for extended periods, it can also lead to muscle catabolism, the breakdown of muscle tissue, which could contribute to weakened spinal support and a greater likelihood of discomfort. While these theories offer possible explanations for how frequent masturbation might impact back health, scientific consensus is still lacking. Some men swear they feel more energetic, stronger, and even experience less muscle tension when they cut back on masturbation, while others report no noticeable changes. The reality is that the impact of frequent ejaculation on back health is likely influenced by a combination of factors, including posture, overall fitness levels, diet, stress, and sleep quality. Given the complexity of hormonal and neurological interactions, it's difficult to say with certainty whether masturbation has a direct impact on back health. What is clear, however, is that maintaining a balanced lifestyle with proper nutrition, regular exercise, and good posture is far more important for spinal health than any single habit alone. If someone experiences persistent back discomfort and suspects that frequent masturbation might be playing a role, it may be worth reducing frequency for a period of time to see if symptoms improve. However, rather than focusing on masturbation as the sole cause, it's important to address other contributing factors like muscle imbalances, sedentary habits, and stress management. In the end, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, and each individual's experience will vary. Some men might notice subtle changes in muscle tightness or energy levels with changes in masturbation habits, while others might not feel any difference at all. The key takeaway is self-awareness, listening to the body, maintaining a healthy balance, and making adjustments when necessary, whether or not masturbation is directly affecting back health. Adopting good spinal care habits, staying active, and prioritizing overall well-being will always be beneficial in the long run. While masturbation is a natural and generally healthy activity, it's important to recognize that, like any physical action, it can have unintended consequences if not practiced mindfully. One area of concern that has emerged is the potential link between frequent or vigorous masturbation and pelvic floor dysfunction, which can manifest as lower back pain. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles that form a supportive hammock across the base of the pelvis, playing a crucial role in supporting pelvic organs, controlling urinary and bowel functions, and contributing to sexual health. Engaging in forceful or repetitive masturbation techniques can place excessive strain on these muscles, leading to imbalances or overactivation. Over time, this strain may result in symptoms such as lower back pain, pelvic discomfort, or other related issues. CorePelvicFloorTherapy.com. Additionally, the psychological aspects of masturbation should not be overlooked. Feelings of guilt or anxiety surrounding the act can lead to increased muscle tension, particularly in the back and pelvic regions. This tension can exacerbate discomfort or pain, creating a cycle where psychological stress contributes to physical symptoms. It's also worth noting that while masturbation can serve as a natural pain reliever due to the release of endorphins and other feel-good neurotransmitters, over-reliance on it as a primary method for pain management may lead to neglect of other important aspects of health, such as physical exercise, proper posture, and stress management techniques. Balancing masturbation with a holistic approach to health is essential for overall well-being. In summary, while masturbation is a normal part of human sexuality, it's important to be mindful of how it's practiced. Being aware of the body's responses and maintaining a balanced approach can help prevent potential issues related to pelvic floor dysfunction and associated back pain. Most men never stop to think about how their posture during masturbation might be affecting their back health, but the reality is that positioning matters more than you might think. The way you sit, stand, or lie down while masturbating can have long-term effects on your spine, muscles, and overall posture, especially if you're doing it frequently. Poor positioning can contribute to chronic lower back pain, muscle tension, and even nerve compression, creating discomfort that lingers far beyond the moment. One of the most common mistakes is slouching forward while sitting. Many men masturbate while sitting at their desks, on a chair, or even on the edge of a bed, often leaning forward toward a screen or phone. This hunched-over posture places excessive strain on the lower back and neck, compressing the spine in a way that leads to long-term discomfort. When the spine is rounded forward, the natural curvature of the lower back, lumbar spine is flattened, putting pressure on the intervertebral discs. Over time, this can cause muscle tightness, lower back stiffness, and even nerve irritation. Another problematic posture is masturbating while lying flat on the stomach. Some men prefer this position because it applies external pressure, but this can place a significant strain on the lower back and pelvic muscles. When lying in this position for extended periods, the lower back is forced into an arched position, lumbar hyperextension, which can compress the spinal joints and lead to persistent back tightness. It also affects the hip flexors, making them shorter and tighter, which can pull on the lower back and create postural imbalances. Standing while masturbating isn't as common, but for those who do, weight distribution becomes an issue. If someone is shifting their weight onto one leg, leaning against a surface, or tilting their hips forward, uneven stress is placed on the spine. This can lead to muscle imbalances, especially if it becomes a habit. The core muscles and glutes should be engaged when standing to keep the spine properly aligned, but many men unconsciously shift into a posture that puts excess strain on the lower back. Beyond posture, repetitive movement patterns during masturbation can also contribute to muscle tension. Just like any repetitive motion, whether it's typing on a keyboard or lifting weights incorrectly, overuse of certain muscles without proper recovery can create imbalances. The pelvic floor muscles, lower back, and core muscles all work together during orgasm, and if the lower back is already tight, excessive contractions in this area may contribute to discomfort. Some men report feeling a deep, dull ache in their lower back after frequent ejaculation, which might be linked to the repeated engagement of these muscles without proper stretching or relaxation. Another overlooked factor is masturbating in bed with improper support. Many men do this while propped up on pillows or in a semi-reclined position, which often forces the lower back into an unnatural curve. If the bed is too soft or the pillows don't provide adequate support, the spine can become misaligned, leading to soreness or tightness in the lower back and shoulders. This is similar to sleeping in an awkward position and waking up with a stiff back. On top of these physical factors, screen use during masturbation can make posture issues even worse. Many people crane their necks forward while looking at a phone, laptop, or tablet, creating forward head posture, which increases strain on the cervical spine and can lead to upper back and neck pain. This neck issue can make existing back problems worse by putting additional stress on the spine. So, what's the solution? The first step is awareness. Simply paying attention to how you position your body during masturbation can make a big difference. Sitting with a straight back and proper lumbar support can help reduce strain, and if lying down, ensuring that the spine is aligned properly with a supportive mattress or cushion can prevent discomfort. Stretching the hip flexors, lower back and pelvic floor muscles regularly can also help counteract tightness that builds up from repeated contractions. Finally, being mindful of screen posture and avoiding excessive forward head tilting can prevent additional strain on the spine. While masturbation itself isn't necessarily harmful to back health, the way it's done can contribute to unnecessary stress on the spine and muscles. Small adjustments to posture, awareness of body mechanics, and incorporating proper stretching and core strengthening exercises can go a long way in preventing back discomfort linked to repetitive habits. Taking a more conscious approach to posture can make a huge difference, not just during masturbation, but in overall spinal health. There's a lot of talk on the internet about masturbation and its effects on the body. And when it comes to back health, misinformation spreads fast. Some people claim that frequent masturbation causes permanent back damage, while others say it weakens the spine or drains the body of essential nutrients. But how much of this is actually true? Let's break down some of the most common myths and separate fact from fiction. One of the biggest myths is that masturbation depletes testosterone to dangerously low levels, leading to weaker muscles and poor spinal support. While it's true that ejaculation causes a temporary dip in testosterone, this drop is brief and insignificant in the long run. Studies have shown that masturbation does not cause long-term testosterone depletion, nor does it weaken muscles in a way that could cause chronic back pain. In fact, testosterone naturally fluctuates throughout the day due to exercise, stress, diet, and sleep, so blaming masturbation alone for muscle weakness or back issues ignores the bigger picture. Another widespread claim is that semen loss leads to mineral depletion, making bones and muscles weaker. This idea comes from the fact that semen contains zinc, magnesium, and small amounts of other minerals. While it's true that these nutrients are essential for muscle recovery and bone health, the actual amount lost per ejaculation is so small that it has no meaningful impact on overall health. Unless someone is already severely deficient in key nutrients due to a poor diet, the idea that masturbation robs the body of strength simply doesn't hold up scientifically. Some men also believe that frequent ejaculation overstimulates the nervous system, leading to nervous exhaustion and muscle tightness, especially in the lower back. There's some truth to the idea that overstimulation of the nervous system can lead to fatigue. But this effect is temporary and not unique to masturbation. Any intense or repetitive activity, including workouts, gaming, or high-stress jobs, can create a similar feeling of exhaustion. The nervous system naturally recovers with rest, proper nutrition, and sleep, meaning that masturbation alone isn't likely to cause long-term nervous system burnout unless combined with other unhealthy lifestyle factors. A more physical concern that sometimes gets mentioned is that masturbation weakens the pelvic floor muscles, leading to poor lower back support and posture problems. The truth here is more nuanced. The pelvic floor muscles contract during orgasm, and if someone engages in frequent masturbation without allowing these muscles to relax or recover, it can create tightness and discomfort in the pelvic and lower back region. However, this is not the same as actual muscle weakening. If anything, masturbation exercises the pelvic floor, and when done in moderation, it isn't harmful. The real issue arises when other core muscles aren't strong enough to support the spine, leading to imbalances that may contribute to discomfort. One of the strangest myths floating around is that frequent ejaculation somehow drains spinal fluid, leading to chronic back pain or weakness. This claim has zero scientific backing. Spinal fluid is contained within the central nervous system and has nothing to do with semen production or ejaculation. The body does not pull fluid from the spine to create semen, and masturbation has no impact on spinal fluid levels. This is an example of pseudoscience and misinformation that has been repeated so many times that some people mistakenly believe it to be true. So, if masturbation doesn't directly cause back pain, why do some men report discomfort after frequent ejaculation? The likely answer lies in lifestyle factors, posture, and muscle fatigue rather than masturbation itself. Poor posture during masturbation, sitting in the same position for too long, or engaging in high-frequency sessions without stretching or physical activity could all contribute to muscular discomfort. Additionally, men who already have pre-existing back issues, weak core muscles, or high stress levels may experience tightness in the lower back, which they might mistakenly associate with masturbation when the real cause is a combination of factors. The key takeaway here is that masturbation is not inherently harmful to back health. However, like any repetitive physical activity, it should be done with awareness. Paying attention to posture, muscle recovery, and overall lifestyle choices is far more important than worrying about myths that have no scientific basis. If someone experiences back discomfort, it's worth examining other contributing factors, such as sedentary habits, stress, poor sleep, or lack of exercise, before blaming masturbation. At the end of the day, taking care of spinal health is about balance and stretching regularly, strengthening core muscles. Avoiding prolonged sitting and managing stress are far more effective ways to prevent back pain than worrying about how often one masturbates. The real danger isn't the act itself, but falling for myths that create unnecessary fear and misunderstanding. Taking care of your back while masturbating might sound unusual, but considering how posture, muscle tension, and repetitive movements contribute to discomfort, it becomes clear why this matters. Many men don't realize that small changes in their habits can significantly reduce the risk of lower back pain, muscle tightness, and postural imbalances. Instead of viewing masturbation purely as a private act, looking at it from a physical wellness perspective can help minimize unnecessary strain on the body and ensure everything continues to function smoothly. One of the most important adjustments is being mindful of posture. If masturbation usually involves hunching over a screen, sitting in a slouched position, or lying in a way that strains the lower back, these habits may be placing excessive pressure on the spine. The best approach is to maintain a neutral spinal position. If sitting, the lower back should be supported, and keeping the feet flat on the floor while sitting upright is ideal. Hunching forward increases strain on the lumbar spine, compressing the discs and leading to stiffness over time. If lying down, avoiding excessive arching of the lower back or twisting the torso can prevent discomfort. Unnatural positions that force the body into prolonged flexion or hyperextension can lead to chronic tightness, especially when combined with a sedentary lifestyle. Stretching and mobility exercises can help counteract tension that builds up in the lower back and pelvic region. Since masturbation engages the pelvic floor muscles and lower back, stretching these areas can relieve tightness and prevent discomfort. Simple but effective stretches such as child's pose, hip flexor stretches, and seated spinal twists can help release tension in the lumbar region. Additionally, dynamic movements like pelvic tilts and cat-cow stretches can improve spinal mobility and reduce stiffness caused by poor posture. Consistently incorporating these movements can make a noticeable difference in reducing discomfort, especially for those who experience tightness after frequent ejaculation. Strengthening the core muscles is equally important in preventing lower back pain. The core is often misunderstood as just the abdominal muscles, but in reality, it includes deep, stabilizing muscles that wrap around the spine, keeping it strong and supported. If these muscles are weak, the lower back has to compensate, increasing strain and discomfort. Strengthening exercises such as planks, dead bugs, and bird dog movements can enhance spinal stability and counteract imbalances caused by prolonged sitting or improper posture. Since the pelvic floor muscles also contract during ejaculation, strengthening the surrounding core muscles can help provide better support for the lower back, reducing the likelihood of postural misalignment. Hydration and nutrition also play a role in muscle recovery and overall back health. The body relies on electrolytes like magnesium and potassium to keep muscles functioning properly and prevent cramping. Dehydration can make muscle stiffness worse, leading to increased lower back tightness. Drinking enough water and maintaining a diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods such as leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish can help muscles stay relaxed and resilient. Proper hydration also supports nerve function, reducing the likelihood of experiencing nerve-related discomfort or sensitivity in the lower back. Mindful breathing and relaxation techniques can further help reduce physical tension. Stress contributes to muscle tightness, especially in the back, and since many men use masturbation as a form of stress relief, doing it in a rushed or tense state may unintentionally create more tightness instead of relaxation. Incorporating slow, deep breaths before and after can regulate the body's nervous system, allowing muscles to release tension more effectively. Since masturbation naturally engages the parasympathetic nervous system, adding intentional relaxation techniques can enhance the body's ability to recover and prevent lingering discomfort. For those who experience recurring lower back pain, adjusting the frequency and intensity of masturbation may be beneficial. Engaging in high-frequency sessions without allowing the body to recover can lead to muscle fatigue in the pelvic floor and lower back. Reducing the frequency slightly or making sure there is enough physical movement between sessions can prevent excessive tightness from building up. Some men report that taking breaks or spacing out sessions allows their muscles to recover, leading to reduced tension in the lower back. If discomfort persists, consulting a physical therapist or chiropractor could provide additional insights. Some men who experience chronic lower back tension after frequent ejaculation might have underlying muscle imbalances, nerve sensitivity, or postural dysfunction that requires professional attention. Specialists who focus on pelvic floor health can provide targeted stretching and strengthening techniques to release muscle tension and restore proper function, identifying whether the discomfort is caused by muscle strain, nerve irritation, or a combination of both can help in finding an effective solution. At the end of the day, masturbation itself isn't harmful to back health, but the way it's done can make a difference. Being mindful of posture, incorporating stretching and strengthening exercises, staying hydrated, and managing stress levels can all help prevent unnecessary discomfort and maintain spinal health. Small adjustments in habits can have long-term benefits, ensuring that the body remains strong, flexible, and pain-free. Taking a more conscious approach to these everyday activities is not about restriction, but rather about optimizing physical well-being and preventing discomfort that could otherwise be avoided. Experiencing back pain after masturbation might feel confusing or even concerning, but in most cases, it's nothing to panic about. However, there are times when discomfort could signal an underlying issue that needs attention. Understanding when to seek medical advice can make all the difference between dealing with temporary muscle tension and addressing a more serious condition. If back pain occurs occasionally and fades after a short period, it's likely related to posture, muscle tightness, or nervous system fatigue. But if the pain is persistent, intensifies over time, or is accompanied by other unusual symptoms, it may be time to consult a professional. One key sign that something deeper is going on is if the pain spreads beyond the lower back, radiating down the legs, or causing numbness or tingling. This could indicate an issue with the sciatic nerve, which runs from the lower back down through the legs. Sciatica is often caused by nerve compression, sometimes due to poor posture, weak core muscles, or prolonged strain on the lower back. If masturbation habits involve positions that put repeated stress on the lower back and pelvic region, it could contribute to sciatic nerve irritation. Similarly, if back pain is sharp, shooting, or worsens with movement, it could be a sign of a spinal issue such as a herniated disc. While masturbation itself isn't the cause of spinal injuries, pre-existing conditions can be aggravated by excessive strain, poor posture, or muscle imbalances. Another red flag is if back pain is accompanied by weakness, difficulty walking, or a noticeable change in posture. If it feels like certain muscles aren't functioning properly, or if standing up straight becomes difficult, it may indicate a deeper muscular or neurological issue that requires professional evaluation. Additionally, if back pain is persistent regardless of activity levels, and no amount of stretching, posture correction, or strengthening exercises seem to relieve it, there could be an underlying structural problem with the spine, joints, or muscles. In some cases, lower back pain may also be linked to kidney issues, particularly if the discomfort is felt more on one side and comes with additional symptoms like fever, changes in urination, or persistent dull ache in the flank region. While rare, it's important to rule out any medical conditions that might be mistaken for muscular pain. If there's any uncertainty, a visit to a doctor can provide clarity and ensure that there are no hidden health concerns. For men experiencing ongoing tightness or discomfort in the pelvic area alongside lower back pain, consulting a specialist in pelvic floor health could be beneficial. Pelvic floor dysfunction is often overlooked, but it can contribute to tension in the lower back, making it feel stiff or achy. If certain movements, like prolonged sitting, standing, or engaging in sexual activity, seem to worsen the discomfort, it may be a sign that the pelvic floor muscles need attention. While occasional discomfort after masturbation is usually harmless and can be managed with adjustments to posture, frequency, and lifestyle habits, persistent or severe pain should never be ignored. Seeking medical advice when symptoms don't improve is not just about treating pain but ensuring that long-term health isn't being compromised. Taking proactive steps to address discomfort can prevent minor issues from turning into chronic pain, allowing for a more balanced and comfortable experience. Looking at the bigger picture, maintaining good back health goes beyond just avoiding discomfort during masturbation. It's about adopting habits that support long-term spinal wellness, preventing pain before it even starts. Simple adjustments to daily routines can have a significant impact. Prioritizing movement throughout the day, avoiding prolonged sitting, and incorporating exercises that strengthen the core and lower back can all help keep the spine in good condition. Practicing good posture in all aspects of life, not just during masturbation, ensures that the back remains strong and well supported. Another key factor in spinal health is managing stress. Emotional and mental tension often manifest physically, and for many men, the lower back is a primary area where stress accumulates. Engaging in relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, yoga, or meditation can help keep the body relaxed and prevent tension from building up. Sleep also plays a critical role in muscle recovery and overall well-being, and ensuring quality rest can contribute to reduced muscle stiffness and better posture. Taking a holistic approach to health means paying attention to the body's signals and making adjustments when necessary. If something feels off, it's worth exploring changes that could improve comfort and well-being. Whether it's adjusting posture, incorporating stretching and strengthening exercises, or simply being more mindful of overall physical habits, small shifts can make a big difference. At the end of the day, the goal is to ensure that pleasure, comfort, and health go hand in hand, creating a balanced approach to both personal habits and physical well-being. Masturbation is a normal and natural part of life, and when done in a way that supports overall health, it doesn't have to come with unintended discomfort. By being mindful of posture, muscle engagement, and lifestyle habits, men can ensure that they take care of their bodies while still enjoying a normal, healthy sex life. If any persistent back pain arises, addressing it proactively rather than ignoring it can prevent bigger problems down the line. Listening to the body, making necessary adjustments, and prioritizing overall health ensures that both pleasure and physical well-being remain in balance.